What's up, guys? Welcome back. I'm your host, LX, and this is Hustle Hard Universe. Guys, I want to talk to you about something that's very important. So I chose to spread it out amongst a 3-part series. You read the title, so you already know what it is. Mindset. And today, part 1 is going to be about the company you keep. You are who you hang around. Throughout life, we're going to come in contact with people that we will make great fond memories with. There will be some people we will make absolute nightmares with. There are going to be people you come across in life who are going to be genuinely good people. There are people you're going to come across in life who are just going to be cruddy as hell, and no matter what they do in life, they just can't get it right. And if you're not careful and you hang around them, they will take you straight to hell right along with them. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, right? You're thinking, well, I can't leave my day ones, I can't leave my friends behind. I get that. Believe me, nobody gets that more than me. Trust me, I get that. But it gets to a point in your life where you really have to make hard decisions about who you allow in your circle, who you allow to consume your time. A lot of us think that because I'm not into something, that nothing can happen to me. Well, I'll tell you this. If you hang around 3 criminals, you will surely become the 4th one. That saying is undefeated and is proven every single day. Understand? Another thing that has also been proven is not everybody's your friend. And not everybody wants to sabotage your life with the most ill intent. Sometimes it just happens because of who they are. Sometimes you have to love people from a distance. Sometimes our relationships that we have with people will not only blow up your life, but it can also this cut you off from the upper echelon of people who you wish to rub elbows with and mingle with and get to know and learn from and have as mentors. Because anybody who is what most people consider a high value person or a very successful person, they don't hang around low life people. I don't sugarcoat things. I'm going to give it to you raw for what it is. If you hang around low lives, you will be the next low life. That's just what it is. Sometimes we have to accept the cold hard truth that yes, you are going to have to cut some people off. You are going to have to keep some people at a distance. Not that you have to sever from them, but you got to keep them at a distance and know when to deal with them and when not to deal with them. And then comes the hard part. We all know that some of the worst people for us to be around are some of the most exciting. They're our homeboys. They're your homegirls. But you know that everything about them is just wrong for you, and they're not walking the same direction in which you are walking. Sure, you can come back and do the boomerang effect and have a bunch of boomerang friends around you. Me, myself personally, I don't have boomerang friends. See that guy right there? That's my best friend right there. See this guy right here? That's my other best friend right there. We are like-minded. And we're on the same path of achieving greatness to be the best versions of ourselves and to be successful at everything that we do. But we know that some of those bad people you know is bad for you, but that's your homie. You don't want to cut them off. You have so much fun when you're with them. You have so much fun when you're with her. I get it. Trust me. I've had many of those. But you get to that fork in the road. Will you choose yourself, your future, doing the right thing to become successful, to be what you want to be in life? Or do you follow the Joneses and be somebody else's dunny because you want to fit in with the in crowd? Success is a lonely road. It's a lonely road for a reason. When you start bringing this one and bringing that one and bringing this one around and bringing that one around, sometimes the people you keep around can devalue you. They devalue you as a person. They devalue your thinking. They devalue your mindset. And once that happens, my friend, you already lost the game. Now, I'm not telling you to just kick everybody out and just get rid of everybody and cut everything out of your life. No, I'm not saying that at all. Our friends are valuable assets in our lives. But what I'm trying to tell you is you have to keep the right ones around you. When you start your journey of being successful, especially if you want to be a businessman or you're in that 9 to 5 and you're growing within that company and you want to raise up and become, the regional manager or the CEO or the CFO or something one day, or the vice president or whatever it is that you want to be, there will be a certain class of people that you will need to be around. And there will be a certain class of people who you will have to let go. That is just life. That is just growing up. That is just being an adult. At some point in your life, you're going to have to shake off the bullshit. You're going to have to. We love our friends, but some of them will take you straight to the pits of hell with them and blow your whole life up. Look, we live in times to where success is happening every day. More than ever, millionaires are being made every single day. Look at the patterns of them. Look at you ever notice that NBA players hang with NBA players? For the most part. Of course, you're going to have your eyeballs, but look at their life. They constantly stay on TV and in trouble, this is talked about for all the wrong things. Businessmen hang with businessmen. Billionaires hang with billionaires. Rappers tend to hang with rappers. Singers tend to hang with singers. That's just how life works. You get into that circle of people that you want to be around. Those people that you look up to, that you want to be like. You have to look at their way of thinking, how they did things, how they walk their walk. And when you look at them, you'll come to see really, really quick, none of them are dealing with low value, low vibrational people. They're just not. You have to become the same way. I implore you to step back, step out of yourself, look at your circle. It's possible to have a lot of squares in your circle, which means you're out of shape. Your circle is out of shape. Look at everything around you. Look at all the people. It's like a steak, man. Sometimes you gotta trim the fat off to really enjoy the best parts. Again, be careful of who you're around. I mentioned the boomerang friends. The boomerang friends exist. The boomerang friends are those people, they were kind of cool with you, but quite didn't see your vision. But then you began to take off and become what you want to be. Now all of a sudden, boop, 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 they come right back at you because they see the potential of where you're going. But the funny thing about them is they always show up at the same period. When you built the house, not when you're laying the foundation. They come around right when you're putting the roof on. And they think that you owe them a room. Never ever feel any kind of way because you have to shake people off. Never feel any kind of way because you become successful and you go back to your hometown and you see people you grew up with still doing the same shit they were doing when you left. Don't feel guilty about that. Don't feel guilty about being successful. That is a real lesson that a lot of people really need to understand. Don't feel guilty about your successes. People are going to say all kinds of things about you, especially if you're black. They're going to say all kinds of things about you. Your own friends will tell you, oh, he's being snooty. He's acting white. He's talking like he's white. No, it's not talking white. I know a lot of ignorant sounding white people. I know a lot of ignorant sounding black people. I think it's ignorant and an insult to your own self to say, oh, he's acting white or talking white. So I guess you're saying they're the only people who can be civilized, speak intelligently, act like they have some common sense and be intelligent. So understand, to get to where you want to be, you got to evaluate yourself now. Evaluate your circle right now. Look at the people around you right now, because what you are around is what you're eventually going to become. Even by default, even. You don't even gotta be a bad person. Just because you're with them, these people over here look at you a certain way. Let's just be real. People judge the book by the cover every single day. This is life. It's not fair, but it is what it is. I know so many people, man. A lot of my friends, man. I know so many of them had the same opportunities and chances. We all had the same opportunities and chances. We had fun as kids. We enjoyed our life as teenagers. We became young adults together, just ready to grab life by the throat and tell it to take your best shot. And we're ready to take on everything to become what we want. Some of us became successful. Then we look back at those who didn't. The funny thing is, the ones who didn't, they all have the same thing in common. They blame everyone but themselves. They never look at the mistakes they made in life. Those same people will tear you down for being successful. Oh, you turned your back on the hood. Oh, you left the homies. Yeah, I did. Because I wanted something better for myself. So I can better my situation, so I can help my family, or so I can buy my mom that house, or so I can buy that car I always wanted, so I can live that lifestyle I always wanted. Some of you may want a yacht, you might want a big mansion. You can get it, but it all starts with your mindset. It all starts with the company that you keep. People will judge you by the company that you keep. Birds of a feather flock together. That is real. That's real. And you're going to have to get to a point, man, where you really just have to just step back and say, yo, you're my bro, I love you, but I got to cut you off. You're not moving in the same direction that I'm in. Find people around you who are moving with a purpose, who are going somewhere in life, and get with them. Even if you don't get with them right away, sit back and watch how they move. If you notice, people who are successful, they don't have time for the bullshit. That's why you don't see them a whole lot. We're not talking about your entertainers. We're not talking about that. We're talking about like your Warren Buffetts, your Bill Gates, even Michael Jordan, businessman. Julius Erving, businessman, okay? You don't see these guys everywhere because they're in their place of business, handling their business, and they don't hang around people who don't fit in the circle. Look at people like Andrew Tate. Salute to Andrew Tate, salute to Tristan Tate. If you look at them, they only deal with like-minded people. Only like-minded people are in their circles, and you gotta think the same way. You gotta think the same way. If you ever stop and sit back and look at millionaires and billionaires, the one thing you will come to understand about all of them that they all share is the same mindset. Many of them have actually patterned themselves after other billionaires. They didn't try to reinvent the wheel. Instead, they studied the blueprint, mastered it, and followed it. You can do the same thing. There's no such thing as can't. You can do whatever you set your mind to. But those damn friends, some of them friends will crash you. You gotta wise up, stand up on your own too, and make the best decisions for yourself. And sometimes that comes along with cutting some people off. Even some family members, you gotta cut some of them off. Not saying you don't love them. That's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is you have to know how to love from a distance. Focus on yourself, build yourself, and you never know. With you building yourself, it may inspire them to want to come around and start doing things right, getting their mindset right. Mindset is an uncomfortable thing that most of us don't like to talk about. Because when you start analyzing your own mindset, you start analyzing and seeing and smelling your own bullshit. That's just the truth. That is the truth. And that is normally the hardest thing for any one person to face themselves. Look in the mirror at themselves. Analyze yourself. I challenge you. Look in the mirror at yourself. Find every single flaw about yourself. Whether it be weight. Don't look in the mirror and say, oh, I'm beautiful the way I am. No, don't do that. Look at it and accept what you are. I'm big. I'm obese. I need to lose weight. I don't look at my best. I'm probably not my healthiest either. I need to lose weight and take back control of my health and my life. When you can do that, only when you can do that is when change will start to take effect. When you can look at yourself and say, you know what, I'm living like a flipping low life right now. Only then will change begin to take place in your life. When you can look at yourself and say, I'm not happy with my life, I'm not where I want to be right now. When you can say, I don't have it figured out, I don't know how to get there. That's when change will begin. Because your mind will start to race. It'll start to wonder, how do I do it? How do I get there? And when you can see all the bullshit in your life and discover all your flaws, it's only then when you will see the right way to walk. It's really simple. It's not as hard as you think it is. Once you see all the bullshit in your life and put it to the side over here, you can see all the greatness that you can achieve. And eventually, when you move that bullshit to the side, you'll see the path in which you need to walk. But you gotta be willing to do it. You gotta be willing to accept it. You have to be willing to accept the truth about yourself and your flaws and the people around you. You have to be willing to look at that and accept it for what it is. Sometimes we gotta cut them day ones off. I know it's your A1 from day one, but sometimes you gotta cut them off. And everybody's not the friend that you think they are. Ask some of these inmates in prison. A lot of them are there because of their so-called day ones. It was all good just a week ago, but then y'all got caught. And as soon as your friend was offered that deal, he became an opera singer, and he began to sing his #1 hit. You, them, and they all did it. That's how this works. That's how this works. Get your circle in order. Clean out your closet. Get rid of all the people that mean you no good at all. Just get rid of them. The ones who you think may come around later, keep them at a distance. We don't have to get rid of them, but keep them at a distance. Keep them at a comfortable distance to where they don't feel like you don't care about them, but they understand the mission. Sometimes you can even have the conversation with them like, look, bro, sis, I'm going in this direction right here. This is where I'm trying to go right now. If you want to take this journey with me and roll with me, let's go. But if you're not willing to take that journey with me, if you're not willing to put the time in, if you're not willing to cut them other clowns off, then this is where we sever. You'll always be my friend. You'll always be my homie. You'll always be my homegirl. But at this moment, in this point in my life, I want to be there. And I can't get there with you guys chained to me. It's harsh. Life is harsh. And you'd rather get it together right now than to try to take the journey with these bad apples hanging around you and trying to get a mentor or trying to talk to somebody in that upper echelon where you wish to be. Because the very first thing they're going to do is look at the people you're joined to. And when they see what you're joined to and they don't like what you're joined to, they won't be joined to you. They don't want the negative energy rubbing off on them. They don't want anybody side-eyeing them like, why the hell are you with them? And a lot of them will even tell you, because someone will see the potential in you and they'll say, hey, I would love to deal with you. I really would. But you seem to be a very, very intelligent person. Too intelligent, too great, and just shining too bright to be with the people who are standing next to you right now. It's a harsh reality, but nonetheless, it's reality. It's a reality. Get your circle together. It's going to be hard, but you got to practice tough love. Get your circle together. Get your mind right, man. You can't have a strong mind living in chaos. You can't be a good apple, but you're in a box with a bunch of bad apples. You're going to become rotten at some point. And you're probably thinking, oh, it won't happen to me. I don't get into anything. They live their lives. No, that's what they're into. They're just my friends. Guess what? Guess what? You don't have to be involved in anything for everything and something bad to happen to you. I'm gonna say that again. You don't have to be involved in anything for everything and something bad to happen to you simply because of who you are associated with. That's just real shit. That's real spill. That's as real as I can give it to you. Get those people out of your life. Those people who spend their lives smoking weed, just want to drink all day, No, these people, cut them out your life, man. Smoking weed will slow you down, straight up. I used to smoke weed, I'm telling you. Once I stopped, my mind was more clear, I was more focused. I spent more time doing things that I needed to do to become successful. Because I now had the time to do it. When you're smoking weed, you don't want to do anything but sit there on the sofa, loaf around, do nothing. Maybe eat everything in the kitchen. That's about it. But so many hours of just tick, 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 whizzing past you. And before you know it, you look back behind you and it's just a black void back there. Because you wasted time and you achieved absolutely nothing. Look in the mirror. Look at your friends. Look at your friends. If they're not right for you, get rid of them. If there's no hope for them, cut them off. You know your friends, just as I know my friends. You know who you hang around. And truthfully, I don't have any friends. I know I said those two are my best friends. Let me change it. Not my best friend, they're my brothers, actually. I have no friends. It's family and associates, period. Do what works for you. Forget what people think about you. Because when you go to try to pay your bills with other people's thoughts, let me know how that works out for you. It won't. Because no one cares. You shouldn't care what someone's going to think about you because you want to do better for yourself and you have to leave them behind. Or you got to put them to the side for a little bit. All right? Look at your circle. Clean out the closet. Sweep up the bullshit. Look into the mirror. Look at yourself right in the face and see the true you. Don't hold back. Look at the bullshit. Because it's only then will change begin to happen in your life. Keep faith in God first before anything. Keep faith in God. Believe in yourself. Get rid of those bad apples. Snip, snip. Get rid of them out your life. Get them out your life. I'm hoping one day we meet and you'll say this video did something for you or one of my other videos. I hope that you're not sitting somewhere where you don't need to be looking at them like, damn, I wish I listened. And I hope, definitely hope, you don't end up in the ground because of a bad decision of being with the wrong person. All right? Okay? Get your circle together. I really mean that for you guys. Get your circle together. You are who you hang around. You are the company that you keep. All right? I'm LX. This is Hustle Hard Universe. Get your mind right, guys. This is part 1 of mindset. I wasn't even gonna do a video on this, but a certain situation happened dealing with somebody I know. And no matter how the conversation was going, it kept bringing me back to the same thing. You're in what you're in right now because of the people you're with. The same people who I separated myself from because I knew they meant no well for me. Because I knew they would only hold me down and drag me straight down along with them. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at Hustle Hard Universe. Shoot me a DM. Even if you just want to say hello. Alright? Stay tuned for more videos. I'm going to show you guys how I run my businesses. And I'm going to show you guys how I build a business from the ground up. Yeah, I've ventured into some new areas. And you're going to love it. You're going to love it. You're going to be there all the way. So you can see how it works. And more importantly, see that it works. Alright? A lot of these gurus talking. I'm not even a guru. I'm just a regular guy who hustles hard. But I'm going to show you instead of just telling you. All right? I'm LX, Hustle Hard Universe. I will see you guys in the next video. And remember, mindset is everything. Get your mind right, or you will always go wrong. Peace.